Hello guys, I'm Abdul and in this video we will be discussing about what are modules and what are built-in modules and external modules. So in the last video we wrote from Flask import request. In the last two videos I had been talking about modules a lot, so I thought it was the right time to tell you what are modules. Here what I did was I wrote from Flask. Flask is an external module in Python. And I wrote import request. Here I was importing a function. From the module Flask I was importing a function request. So if I go here, I will do CLS and I will type pip list. Here I also wrote session, which I didn't told you about in the last video. What is session? Session is also a function in a Flask. It is used in web development when you are making like login system. Here I will show you. In the last video we were talking about naming our files. Yesterday I downloaded Flask because I was working on it. Here when we wrote from Flask import request and then session. If we run this file pytut1.py, you would see that we got no errors because this time we already have a module named Flask over here. What it did when we showed it that from Flask import request and session. First it looked in the local directory. It didn't got anything named Flask, any file named Flask. Then it looked elsewhere. There it got Flask module which we had installed, and it imported request function and session function from it. Now I told you that Flask is an external module. There are some built-in modules and some external modules. Built-in modules are modules that are already installed when you install Python. But external modules, you have to install them separately. For example, in here I can import Tkinter. Tkinter is a GUI interface module in Python that comes along built-in, okay? But here I cannot import. One minute, import Tkinter, and then I will write here import pygame. Okay, I will save it. Also I will write after here print done. Okay, now if I save it and run the file, you would see that it printed done one time and then it showed an error. Now why it happened? Because when I told it import Tkinter, as Tkinter was already installed, it found Tkinter and it imported it. Then it got to the next line and printed done. After that, when it got to the fourth line where we imported pygame, as pygame is not installed in our modules, so it showed an error, no module named pygame, and it stopped here. Okay, it didn't executed anything after it. Python interpreter will execute the code line by line and it will stop wherever there is an error. But if we download a pygame with pip install pygame, this is the command that you use to install different modules. Just first type pip, then type install, then the name of the module. You would see that the installation has begun. So guys, as you can see here, it has successfully installed pygame. Now if we run the file, our code, it shouldn't give us any error. It printed done one time, then it is importing pygame. See here, it is writing, it has printed something pygame 2.0.1 SDL, then hello from the pygame community, and then the website, then it printed done. Why it did so? Because when we import pygame, in pygame community introduces itself, and then Python interpreter executes the next line. Done. So we didn't got any error because we installed pygame. Now how do you uninstall a module? Just type pip uninstall pygame. It will begin uninstalling. It will show you the directory where the changes were held during installation, and it will ask if you want to uninstall it. Just press Y if you want, or N if you don't. I will uninstall it. So this was for this video. If you like it, please subscribe my channel and turn on the notification bell so you can get the latest updates of my new videos.